We are live. What's going on? What's going on? Shorts feeds. What's going on? You guys, go ahead and hit those tiny three dots. Hit the like or dislike. We're about to go live. You know what I'm saying? It's giving y'all something to watch until we get StreamYard up and going. All right. And we're live on all platforms and StreamYard. Look, y'all. What's up? What's going on? I got another one. I mean, this ain't the video, but, you know what I'm saying? I got to give y'all something to watch while I'm doing my little intro monologue. So, look, I got another one from Cosmic Verse talking about 45% of these women are going to be single and childless by 2030. With no further ado, let's go. You guys smash that like button. Go ahead and share the live stream. Let's chop it up in the comments during the live or replay gang on gang. Chop it up afterwards. And again, make sure you subscribe. Okay? So important right now. Share the live. Let's go. Oof. Let's get this back on here.
A statistic that said by 2030, 45% of women are going to be single.
I look sexy as sexy AF, and not a single soul has looked in my way.
Yes, dating sucks everywhere. Guys don't even attempt to approach you with any kind of seriousness.
Dating sucks everywhere indeed, but women are doing it to themselves with delusional standards.
Recently, I've been hearing a lot of buzz that predicts 45% of women will be single and childless by 2030.
I hate to say it, it's time. Oh my goodness, I'm over dating. I'm so over it. I don't know why it's just...
Everything is getting worse. Dating is becoming impossible, little by little. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
I think I'm done with dating. I can't. I think I finally understand why people settle, because this is so horrible and miserable.
I just want to know, since so many people agreed with my last video about how horrible dating is right now, where are you guys finding people? Are you going to shows, coffee shops, work? Where are you guys finding these people? Are you using dating apps? If so, which ones? Because whatever I'm doing is not working.
It's really unfortunate, because there's actually genuine women and men out there who want to find someone to date and build something together with them. But because of the constant disappointments that's been going in dating, the men have really just aren't as interested in going through that process again, because it brings more headaches than peace. I mean, look at some of the responses. We're not finding anyone.
The juice isn't worth the squeeze, okay? It's just too much for too little. Anyway, you guys mic check. Let me know how the audio sounds. Let's go.
We're just staying home. No one is interested in really dating somebody. I'm not looking, gave up. I'd rather die alone than settle for someone. We are not looking anymore. Most of us are staying single because the dating pool is shit.
Tell me why all the most amazing, attractive, beautiful, loving women that I know are all single right now. And I just saw a statistic that said by 2030, 45% of women are going to be single. And they didn't say men, too. They said women because they're trying to highlight the fact that we're, like, taking our...
Shorty was so close. Shorty was so close. You know how delusional you gotta be to sit up here and realize...
I like how he cut her off before she went into that diatribe. You see how she was, like, putting out the facts, and then she tried to turn it? She was going to flip it because it doesn't apply to men. You know, but she was going to flip it with her own perspective as if that's part of the facts and the stats that came out. Man, it's crazy.
Sit up here and realize that most women are going to be old and single by 2030, or I forgot what number that was. 45% of women are going to be single, and it didn't say guys, but it said women because we're taking our power back.
Yeah, this again. I don't know what power these women derive from being single, but they've somehow convinced themselves they gain some kind of supernatural abilities from it. I mean, think about it. Some men have been single for years, yet there's no sign of any mystical powers emerging. But this is just a coping mechanism. When 2030 rolls around and 45% of women are single,
Yeah, well, I don't know about that part about men that have been single without having any superpowers, because it looks like to me, men that are single seem to be building empires and getting in shape and everything like that, and women that are single get more and more bitter and gain more and more weight and get more and more delusional. Like this crazy woman that just tried to flip it on its head. If the stats are leading towards something to show you where society's headed, you're going to flip it and say that there's some kind of way you're empowered. If it's empowering to you guys so much, why are y'all always looking for men, wondering where we're at, trying to figure out how to get us, trying to figure out how to mentally manipulate us into chasing you when you're always chasing us? What? Like, none of what you do makes any sense, man. That's why we're going overseas.
their responses will look very different. Even now, we're already seeing women asking where all the good men are, so this facade of empowerment won't last much longer. The idea that independence somehow replaces companionship only goes so far. Right now, it might feel empowering to say they don't need anyone, but as the years go by, that mindset starts to break down. There are life events, challenges, and moments of loneliness that come along, and without a partner to share them with, independence alone can start to feel empty.
Fellas, wait your turn. By 2030, 45% of American women ages 25 through 44 are projected to be single. Wait your turn.
I hate to say it. It's time. Oh my goodness, I'm over dating.
What he's saying is hold the line. And if we just, hold out, especially like hone in 2025, we give it a solid year, they're going to be begging us. What can we do? What can we do? We just have to, the little bit of time we've been holding out so far, look at the change we've made. These are the same women saying, we run the world, you run nothing. They need men for everything. Hold the line, man. Hold the line.
I'm so over it. I don't know why, it's just draining, exhausting, discouraging. Because I always find myself, I'm like, what did you do wrong, What did you do wrong? Like, what's wrong with you? Why is it the same every single time? Like, same outcome. I don't know. I'm just like, ugh. It just makes me feel bleh thinking about it. It ruins my day.
If you keep getting the same outcome, it's probably because you're attracting the same types of guys. Some women complain about how hard dating is, but they refuse to change the type of men they go for, so they end up with the same result every time. They often go for the players or guys who only want something casual. These men might seem exciting or charming, but they're not looking for commitment. Instead of finding someone who wants a real connection, they keep picking guys who aren't serious, hoping things will somehow be different. This cycle repeats itself, leading to frustration and heartbreak. It's not that there aren't good men out there, it's that they're choosing men who don't want anything long-term.
By 2030, 45% of women in North America are said to be single and to have no children. Now, there's nothing wrong with making the conscious choice to not have any children, but to not have children and to be single out of the fact that our society is telling us that being independent and that this whole feminist movement is the answer. If it's the answer, then why are we the loneliest generation to exist? Why are more and more people struggling to find relationships? Why are more people depressed and unhappy than ever in time?
Study predicts that by 2030, 45% of women will be single. Now, apparently, single women are empowered, meanwhile, single men feel lonely. I'm going to read it to you guys because I think it's a really interesting study. It says that with the modern dating market,
they're so empowered that they need to consistently study, look up what men are doing instead of living their blissful lives. It's just like I said, they got the machine behind them and they get to try to restructure what's going on. But we're not the ones online whining. We're not the ones online aging out, right? We're not the ones online using filters, wigs, heavy makeup, Spanx, and all this other stuff to get your point, to get our point across. That's whatever.
Nearly half of women in their childbearing years will be without a male counterpart. Now, there's a few reasons for this. So one, women aren't getting married young anymore. We have so many other options for what we want to do with our lives, so that getting married is no longer like the default option. We're focusing on our careers, we're going to grad school, traveling, our friends, and extended social circles, and taking our time to find the right guy. Number two is we aren't having babies like we used to, with more options for birth control and yada yada yada. I really just wanted to say yada yada yada. Quite interesting. What do you guys think about that? I feel like women are more successful now than ever. We're seeing a lot of business women and stuff like that, and I feel like people just aren't really settling how they used to. It's a good thing, but then what does that mean if such a high percentage, nearly 50% of women, are having children? What does that mean for the rest of us? And what does that even mean for the population? Will we...
I don't mean nothing for the population, because we don't give a shit about it. So don't try to put it on us about the population. Stop doing this stuff. Okay, what it means is we're walking away. What it means is you're trying to say that you're empowered. You're still trying to chase us down and figure out how to get us, and looking up stats as to how we're leaving so quickly. What it means is you have no power over what's happening, and you can frame it however you want to help you sleep at night, right? But it doesn't change anything. That's what it means. That's what it means.
You see that it starts to slow down. I just find that really, really interesting.
First off, let's get something clear. This is happening mainly in the West. The rest of the world is doing fine. The truth is, women here have been sold a lie about what it means to be empowered, and it's gone to their heads. Many have started to believe that they don't need men anymore. This empowerment message has turned into something that doesn't just encourage independence, but actually promotes the idea that men are optional or even unnecessary. What's interesting is that when men make money and are businessmen, they look to start families and procreate. But when women have money and success, they want to be single and boss babes. But to be honest, if that is what makes them happy, then go for it. It weeds out the good apples from the bad ones anyway. But it's just so hard to believe that they're actually happy, because they're always asking for men. But the bottom line is, a society where men...
I hope that hair that she keeps playing with non-stop is hers.
...and women are separated becomes very dangerous. It's unnatural.
I have never met a woman that confesses that she cheated on her ex. I've met plenty of men that have owned up to it and they've confessed that they have cheated in the past, but never have I ever met a woman that has taken accountability or has taken the blame for the relationship ending, let alone cheating in her past relationship.
Welcome to my world.
They never admit to it. They take it to the grave. My ex got pregnant before we got divorced and still never admitted to cheating. So think about that.
Listen, after 7 days straight of what are you doing? How was your day? If you're not planning a date, if you're not taking me out, if you're not trying to catch my vibe in real time, lose my number. Delete it. Matter of fact, I'll do you one better. I'll leave you right where you're at, because why are you wasting my time? Why are you wasting your time? Flirting with me?
Shut up. I'm tired of talking. Hearing you talk, man. I had my feel of it. Anyway, you guys smash that like button. You know, what do y'all think? This is a third different audio setting, so I'm going to go back and look them over and see which one works best. But what do y'all think? I mean, you know what I mean? If these women can see that the stats are saying something is going to happen and they refuse to accept it, and they're continuing to do the same thing, expecting a different result, what else are you supposed to deduce other than they're insane and nothing they say should be taken seriously? Anyway, love and light. Again, hit that like button, share the live stream, subscribe, do yourself a favor, join the tribe. You know you love it over here. And let's chop it up in the comments. Let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? Replay gang gang on gang. Love and light. I'm your brother and I'm out.
In this game,
Yeah.